Sup, everybody? How you guys doing? Let's get the stream started nice and quick. Need to get out a tweet, of course. I know, I'm a little bit late. What else is new? Just couldn't get out of the shower, man. It's feeling too good. Didn't have a whole lot of time beforehand, and thinking like, man, let's take a quick shower, a real quick shower. Ended up being a little bit longer than a quick one. Alright, anyway. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Let's send out that tweet, dearest, at Marvel Champions. What should we say today? Cutoffs, please, when you get time. There's some cutoffs before I forget. Alright, dearest at Marvel Champions. I don't really have anything for today. Ooh, you know what? Actually, Silver Surfer's coming tomorrow, right? We could send out an early Silver Surfer style tweet. Actually, you know what? Let's maybe that's not. I was gonna say, hey, you know what? For your next variant difficulty, why don't you make the requirements? Make a prestige gate as a joke. But what if they took that seriously? What if they did have a prestige gate for the quest, and then everyone would look at me and be like, dude, you asked for this. I ain't asking for that. What else about Silver Surfer? Alright, you know what? Let's do something surf related, maybe? Surfer quotes. In a doubt, paddle out. Okay, we're going to use that. In a doubt, paddle out. I wasn't sure if I was going to go for Silver Surfer or not. But you know the common surfer phrase, in a doubt, oh, it's, no, if in doubt, sorry, if in doubt, paddle out. Well, I'm gonna paddle out right out of that arena and never look back. I don't. This tweet is terrible. P.S. I am now live. No, it's stupid. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. I wasn't sure if I was gonna go for Silver Surfer or not. But you know the common surfer phrase: "If in doubt, paddle out." Because doesn't that mean I'm going for the champion? Well, I'm gonna paddle out right out of that arena and never look back. This tweet may or may not make sense. Tweet. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Horrible tweet aside, how are you guys doing? Paddling out would sort of be not going for the milestone. I mean, I think paddle out, because when you're paddling out, you're going for it, you know, right? So, I'm not going for it though, which is why the tweet doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I wanted to say it anyway. Anyway, Jaylon sending over $1. Thanks, man. And 8 tips on beating Sentinel mini boss in 6.1.2. Sentinel mini boss in 6.1.2. I don't remember a Sentinel mini boss in 6.1.2 even. We can go pop in there real quick. Real quick, because then I actually need to run my 4-star champions. I need to get 4-star Namor. Before I do any of that, though, we need to do something else. Slap. Okay. 6.1.2. Alright, real quick, let's go check it out. Story quest. 6.1.2. I cannot use these champions. Let's get those out of there. We'll go with Gamora. Actually, I gotta dump my energy too. Sup, BG? What's up, Carl? Alright, Sentinel mini boss. Here we go. Okay, Arc Overload, Biohazard, Bubble Shield, special attacks inflict heal block, and also the defender gains 1% of their max power each time a buff is nullified, expires, or removed with attacker. Jeez, they really stacked this guy, huh? I don't even remember him. Well, Nebula works really well. I think that's probably who I ended up using. I think she works well, at least. I mean, Nebula against robots is awesome. Especially if you have the Proxima synergy to start with some shocks. But yeah, each shock reduces ability accuracy by 20%. So if you have 5 of them, you kind of shut this dude down. I don't know much else for tips though. It's a tough looking fight. You're gonna want somebody that is bleed immune at least, so that you're not taking the biohazard damage, because that damage will kill you. I wonder if people quaked this fight. People probably quaked this fight too. Yeah, I don't know. Any of you guys got anything else? Because I'm sorry, man, I don't have a lot of advice for this one. Bunny, the kangaroo villain, sent over $2, saying, "Sapo Verde to you." Huh? Is Verde is that green? Is that what that is? Hold on. Am I confusing my? It does mean green. Wow, look at that. I know something. What is Sapo? Did it with Corvus? Sounds like happy birthday. Oh goodness, is that what that's supposed to be? Happy birthday? Bunny, the kangaroo villain, who this cannot be, and is absolutely not anyone that I'm familiar with at all. First time seeing you. Good to meet you. Thank you very much for the 2. And it is not my birthday, if that's what it means. Hold on. Pull up the translator. Toad. It means Sapo is toad. Apparently. So green toad. Okay. Are you not taking advantage of the summoner boosts? I mean, I'm sort of taking advantage of them. I'm earning some extra battle chips. And I will be earning some extra gold when I pop open my crystals. Are you buy the crystals of gold pool? No. And I'm not buying any gold pool crystals. I already have a gold pool. F that, I'm not buying any more of those things. Okay, let's go hit the arena then. So yeah, first thing I need to do is run my 4 stars, which I have not run really much at all in this arena. So this could be a painful rest of the grind. Hopefully I can still muster up enough points to get Namor. It's going to be a real photo finish. I'm going to have to run my champions essentially 4 times. My top champs 4 times in order to put up a score that will hopefully get Namor. And once basically right after the stream, and then once at like 7 a.m., once at 9 a.m. is what I'm gonna have to do. Oh man, fun. The fudge is up, guys. So far, Variant 4 is definitely my favorite by far. Kabam did a great job. Awesome, cool. Have not seen any of the footage from it. I hear some mixed things from my alliance mates, though. Some people like it, some people don't care for it too much. It's typical. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Hopefully I will. But yeah, I thought there was gonna be buffs when I first saw the announcement. I thought the 1-star champions were gonna get some sort of buffs that would make them a bit more interesting. So we'll have to see how it is using those 1-stars. You did the initial completion variant 4 today too, Roboto? Nice. That's nice. You're going to do item list variant 4? Yeah, I will be doing item list variant 4 on Sunday. Yep. That's right for Namor. You said 2.8. I put up 3.9, and I barely got him. Well, I'll tell you, Namor went for 2.78 last round. So you did not barely get him. You got way more than required. But that's good, you know, because it was just a guess of what he was going to go for. I don't know what the champion's going to go for. It just happened to be a pretty accurate guess this time, but sometimes I'm off. So, is 3 mil good for Namor? Well, I just said last round went for 2.78, so as long as it doesn't go up, it is. But again, it's not something that we know ahead of time. My face when I got a caustic temper path and my only option is unduped Hulk. Oh, yeah, that is a little bit rough. Not vascular, it is a little bit rough. Alright. For sure it's impossible to do item lists in Variant 4. No way to do last chapter item lists with 1-star champs. Is it impossible? Did they make it impossible? Well, we'll see. Are you expecting to do exploration of Variant 4 Sunday or just first run? I probably won't be able to do all of it in the same day. I will probably take it chapter at a time and try to do like the first chapter this Sunday, maybe the following Sunday I'll do the next chapter and so on. Right, remember that you had spreadsheets with the champions of all stars you acquired, and the ones you didn't yet, you still maintain those? I haven't updated it in quite a while, but I need to update it. I plan on having a progression update video real soon. Normally I like to have them smack on the day of my anniversary, but smack on the day of my anniversary, well, I was prepping for a Legends run. So, yeah. My anniversary playing this game is the 5th. And then once I miss that, I'm like, okay, well, that's okay. It'll be out soon enough. It'll be a few days after. But yeah, I'm gonna update that. I'm gonna have to do something. I guess I'm gonna have to use Google for it now because I no longer have a Microsoft Excel subscription. A long time ago, I got like 4 years worth. Well, I guess it was about 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I got like 4 years worth of subscription time for all the Microsoft stuff, because it was at a crazy good discount. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy it now. Now is the time. So I did that, and it finally ran out, and it's kind of expensive. It's kind of a little too much. So I gotta move everything over to Google. Black Seraphim sent it over to saying I got a little pump. Does that mean you a little bump? I think that's a typo, probably, right? Little bump, like a bump in level, for your unawakened man thing. Oh, well, that's nice. It was good to see someone ranking up their man thing. Strengthening their man thing is never a bad idea. Black Seraphim, thank you very much for the 2. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Hey, what's up, Pixie Bill? BG, you can use Excel online for free, I'm pretty sure. Can you? It's like actual Excel, not like just some other software. Because I mean, there's other software out there. There's like an open source software. I think it's Libra or something like that. I used that at one point in time. And of course Google. I'll probably just do that. What's your final time in Legends run, and will you get top 60? There's no way to know if I get top 60 until the results are out. My final time was 14:40. It was not particularly quick, so I'm not very confident, but maybe I'll squeeze in there. We'll see. Keep trying to rewind it and go back to see what BG says. Wait, hold on, what? Keep forgetting this is a live stream. Keep thinking it's upload a live stream. Well, you should still be able to look back, even in the live stream, even while still live. Hey, BG, I'm really struggling with the new variant Deadpool. You have any advice? Also, Lola. I haven't done the new variant yet, so I don't know what that Deadpool even has. So I'm sorry, I've got nothing. And Lola, what about Lola? You want to see Lola? Is that what you're saying? Well, not right now. There's no one here to show Lola. There's no one here to bring Lola in. Laura's not home at the moment. So I the other day ended up costing me 10 revives total. 3 on Jugs, 3 on Blue Clops, and 2 on Maestro. I already told you where other 2 came in, and not bad. It's not bad at all, dude. That is not bad at all. Are you going to open all your gold and arena crystals before the boost ends? Yep. Absolutely. I had to use 1,500 units on the 1 2-star crystals just to get 1-star Hulk. He is the only counter for 3 paths in variant 3.2. Damn. That's pretty nuts. Do I have a Hulk? I think I have a Hulk. I hope I have a Hulk. BG, which chapter in Variant 4 are you most interested in going into? 2-star chapter, 3-star chapter? Probably the 3-star chapter. 3 stars are... 3 stars are the most easily attainable for, like, all of the champions in the game, you know? Like, of course, some 2 stars are easy to get. The 2 stars that are in the premium hero crystals, those are easier to get, right? But there are 2 stars that are not available in game. Whereas the 3 stars, they're all available. So you have a lot of options to choose from. Looking forward to maybe trying out some different options. I don't know. We'll have a little bit of fun with it, and if things get too difficult, then I'll fall back on the old reliables. But it'd be fun to play with some different champs. How many points for Silver 4-star Silver Surfer? The new champions usually go for like 12-ish million as 4 stars. Variant 4 Deadpool stacked Ghost is the best currently, but if you get him to the corner, spam heavy. Okay, yeah, I know nothing about him still, so we'll figure it out when we get there. I don't necessarily need to know how he works at the moment. Hey, you guys. Sloth from the Goody Voice. I tried to do my best Sloth impression, and it was terrible. That was not my best. That was me thinking about doing my best, and then pulling back, and then still half-assing it somewhere there. Anyway. So far I think the 4-star chapter has been my favorite. Okay. Alright, alright. No mayo, so I'm eating buttered toast with Spam. I've never had Spam in my life. I don't intend on having any Spam. My dad likes Spam. I mean, I don't know if he eats it much, but I know he likes it. I think it's a military thing. Is that a military thing? I don't know. Sparky, Warlock, etc. There are lots of good options. Ooh, that's probably a champion that that I'll try out just in general. Warlock. I think my 3-star Warlock is ranked up. I think he's super cool, and yeah, I wish I had a high-ranked Warlock. But hey, if I don't have a high-ranked one, I guess this will be an opportunity to try him out. Brian, how would you describe yourself? I wouldn't. I am me. Why would I be describing myself? ABG, just want to say I really enjoy your itemless streams. Managed to do Variant 3 with 200 units worth of revives and potions. Also managed 6.2.1, 100% itemless. Nice, dude. That's good stuff. Doing it itemless style. Alright, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, 200 units worth of revives, that's essentially itemless. Like, for the sake of, you know, for the sake of, like, the challenge, I'm doing it 100% itemless when I say itemless, but, you know, it's essentially the same thing. Like, there's a lot of times where it was super close to getting it, and popping, like, I didn't do it, but if it popped tonight, it would, you know, it's not a big deal. Same concept. You're still taking the time to figure out what works and what doesn't, and mastering the content. You know what I mean? So, a few items here and there, no big deal. B. Daniels, and over $1. Thank you very much, B. Daniels. Where's your last one at? For X-Force, best options are Built-Up Corvus or Sparkles, Starkey, and Ghost. Might be some missing, but those are the best as far as I know. Okay. Alright, good to know for anyone who was asking. It's a Hawaiian thing, and I think that carried over to the military. Okay. I have heard it's a Hawaiian, like, people still eat it in Hawaii. I mean, you know, people eat it everywhere, I guess, but more so in Hawaii, right? I can describe BG. He puts mustard on his bagel. There it is. There it is. I got some bad news. My legs no longer work. I had the most epic leg day, and now my legs are not better than a pair of linguine noodles. Well, I mean, linguine noodles, they're pretty thick. Is that what you're trying to get at? Ooh, no, I know that's not what you're saying. Hey, all, what's up, Mr. Sandman? Need advice, rank 4 Awakened Voodoo or rank 4 Unawakened Iron Man Infinity War. Thanks, I'm not quite uncollected on 5.1.4. I'd recommend the Awakened Voodoo. You get that heal up front. There's definitely some situations where You know, having voodoo is gonna be nice and helpful for you. Oh wait, Chicken Ted, are you sent over a buck? I'm just seeing that buck now, but I already read your last one. Well, thank you very much. I'll read your next one too then. Also, new variant is fun, but F that Deadpool, everything else is coolio. Got it. Got it. Yeah, I'm excited to check it out. Definitely hop in there on Sunday. Don't know exactly what time. Sometime during the day on Sunday. Brian, I have 5-star generic awakening gem burning a hole in my inventory. Who would you use it on? Any champ. Well, it's not really the way I work with awakening gems. The way I handle awakening gems is I awaken the champion that I need. If you don't have a champion that you need to use it on right now, then let it keep burning a hole in your inventory. Do not use it. Nearly any champion can technically be worth it if they're what you're lacking, you know, what you need for a specific challenge or something like that. For a war, for Labyrinth of Legends, for what you name it. But Daniel's sending over another buck. Thank you very much. The update to the big old D in just a sec. Saying, BG, those crystals of 1 stars are a ripoff. Opened 400 units. Trying to get Hulk for Cosmic Temper Path and Variant 4. F me for selling my 1-star. Stupid uncollected. Then 2 years later, making 1-star useful. Sounds like they got you, man. They waited just long enough. They were like, alright, at this point, most people have sold these champions. Let's find a way to sell them again. Bobby Daniels, thank you very much for another buck. Man, now I really want to check and see if I have Hulk. You guys are making me nervous. Uh-oh. Dun-dun. Dun-dun. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Yo, you might have talked about it, but I would have missed it. Are you going to get into Variant 4 soon? It's a nice gold increase with a 20% boost. Yeah, I'll hop in there on Sunday. I don't think I'll be able to 100% it, but now that you mention it, maybe I will do a one-time clear. I was going to do a just like a chapter 1. Start with chapter 1 and then the following week do chapter 2 and stuff, but maybe I'll get some of that completion gold. Alright, let me check some things. DaysX also sent it over a buck. Saying crap last before the other last. Okay, I think that's... here we go. Is it this one? One of the best parts of Variant 4 was actually seeing potions level 1 and 2 be useful. Yeah, man. They probably heal a ton. Just reading some of your other messages. Stark is best option for Deadpool. Well, Ghost is better, but don't have her. Got it. Yeah, I mean, I imagine Salve is really good too, since it does oh, there's Hulk. It does a lot to it goes a long way for champions that only have, let me see, how much health you got, Spidey? 1,000 health. Yeah, Salve will do a lot there. You not only need that Hulk, but you need to play him perfect and get through a magic +1 to maintain itemless. Well, okay. Interesting. It's too bad that it's the old Colossus. Did they comment about Colossus? Because what I mean, Colossus. No, wait. Actually, never mind. Colossus is not poison immune. He's got other immunities, but not poison immunity. Yeah, Caustic Temper with 1 stars. He is the only option, huh? Jeez. So if you don't have them, I mean, there is the other option of using vision and just dealing like nothing for damage, since you have no way of activating a fury buff. Or I guess the other option is let's see, do any of the other champions have furies? I guess Gamora has a fury. Is that it? I mean, does Scarlet Witch trigger furies? I think she does, right? It's one of her buffs. The other option is just to use those champions and use a bunch of items, I guess. Interesting. I guess I'm gonna have to use. I'm gonna have to max out Salve, max out Pacify, probably max out Petrify as well, just to reduce the power gain, less chances. I guess I'll also have to max out Serum Science. Trying to go to the Masteries. There we go. I guess I'll also have to max that out just to reduce the energy damage more, in case she does trigger Limbo. Anything else I would need to do? Maybe max out Greater Vitality. Little extra health boost. Even regular, actually, maybe regular Vitality. Regular Vitality is looking pretty good right now. 156 health. Wow. What a garbage mastery normally. 156 health. How much health does Hulk have? I looked at a low HP champion last time. Okay, yeah. 1322. So 156. That's actually going to be better than Greater Vitality. Vitality greater than Greater Vitality. Oh, you know what? I should probably max out. If you look at the attack as well, Suicide Masteries are giving plus 65. Suicide Masteries plus all of the other Masteries that give attack, including 6 from Strength. Yeah, so 33 from this. So drop your Suicides, guys. Drop your Suicides. Pick up Strength, Vitality, Salve, all these Masteries that are kind of junky later on into the game. McDaniels, last 2, keep wall. Okay, where is last 2? It's dealing 11 damage on critical hits with OG Vision. Wow, 11 on crits, huh? Where's your other one? Let me look at 1 star so I can be jealous. Never thought I'd say that in my life. Yeah. You like what you see? These 1 stars? Ooh, ooh. Deus Ex said no or 5, saying for Lola. Well, dude, thank you very much, man. That is technically a 6. Whoops. There we go. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Lola appreciates it. Okay. What else? What other masteries would be any good? I mean, I don't know if Black Panther is useful, but Deep Wounds would be good for that, I suppose. The crit masteries are good regardless of attack. The percentage-based stuff, though, is not useful. I guess that's pretty much it. All right, let's go back to the arena. Christian sending over $1. Thank you very much. Yours is rank 5 Sabretooth for Synergy or AA or Iceman. what do you need? Very different champions, I would say. Are you ranking one of them just because? Maybe you got a mutant rank up gem or something like that. I think before I would look at a synergy champion, I would want to have someone like Archangel ranked up. So I'll probably say Archangel if you don't actually have a need for any of those. But I mean, it's really up to you. Sounds like you don't have too strong of a need for any of them. Is the mastery setup you're using on your YouTube channel? My current one? No. I change my mastery builds kind of frequently. But it's usually subtle little changes here and there. And right now I have a mastery build that has detection masteries because I take the stealth path in war. It's like 1 point in Mystic Aspersion. Like there's a couple of odd little points placed here and there. So this exact build, no, is nowhere. But I do have plenty of other mastery builds uploaded. Deep Wound's good for last fight? Okay. Would a generic Awakening gem be worth it for a rank 4 Omega Red with around 106 stones? Yep. Absolutely. Especially if you run suicides, but even if you don't run suicides, it can still be worth it, just not as much. Lurk Squad has attained the big D. Thank you very much, Lurk Squad. Brian, is the world we're living in getting worse every day? I don't know. I like to think that I live in my own world, and my own world is not getting worse every day. I don't know how it is for everyone else out there. I'm in a little bubble most of the time, though. Maybe a better question is... why are you thinking about it? Why are you thinking about if the world's getting worse every day? If it's getting worse, there's nothing you can really do about it except try to make the world a better place. And whether the world's getting worse or getting better, that should be your focus anyway. Make the world a better place, if at all possible. Bring something positive to the table. ABG Variant 4 is so easy, it seems like it is designed only for extra rewards for 5-year anniversary. Is it easy? Is it that easy? Okay, I'll have to give it a shot soon here. I'm gonna have to ask you to come back on a different name too, though, man. I don't really like having impersonators in here. And although technically your name is missing an I, it is still too close to another person's name. Too close to Kabam Mike. So, yeah, man. Gonna have to ask you to come back on a different name. Pick something original. Or just use your name or whatever. Speaking of worlds, have you heard the song My World by Sick Puppies? I don't think so. Maybe I have. Doesn't ring a bell at all, but maybe if I heard some of the tune, maybe. Hashtag 2020, we all do one push-up. I'm down. But does it have to be 2020? Or can we do 2021? You should be thinking about the world's message retracted. Most recent 5-star crystal rolled over 2 warlocks, but hey, it's a carnage. Oof. That's rough, man. Rolling over 2 warlocks like that. Oh. That's the way the crystal crumbles, though. Yo, BG did the Variant 4 initial clear and pulled the ghost from the 5-star crystal. Falstaff. Sick, man. I have gems for her, awakening in 3 to 4. So I'm super hyped to take her to rank 5. Now I just gotta learn how to use her. Nice, dude. Congrats. Finally getting that ghost, huh? It goes like this. Da-na-na-na-na-na, welcome to my world. Da-na-na-na. Was I even close at all? I mean, it doesn't sound familiar just seeing the lyrics. But again, maybe if I heard a little bit of the actual tune itself. I normally don't pay attention to the lyrics all that much in most songs. So I mean, sometimes you have no choice; it's right there in your face. So occasionally I'll know lyrics to a song. But most times I know a song by the, not by the lyrics, I guess. I don't understand why people say this variant is all about skill, not roster, because skill won't help you when you have one star. Roster is obviously more important. I guess it's both. This game kind of always is about both. Needs to be that balance. I mean, I know some people don't like when certain fights don't have a lot of counters to them. And sometimes sometimes it's too extreme, even for my taste. But I like when fights have slightly more unique counters to them. Generally, again, sometimes it's too much, but I like trying to get champions. You know, there needs to be a reason to go after champions. If you could use any champion for fights, then why even bother expanding the roster? I'm done. Game over. But it is weird with 1-stars. I do wish there was a way to get 1-stars for free. Because that is kind of lame. It's like, okay. You have no way of getting 1-stars outside of buying crystals? I want to go look at the crystals, actually. I haven't even looked at them. But I'm sure it's... is it 50 units a pop? That's what they were when I bought them like 2 years ago. Hope for new 6-star in 18 days. Rank 1 unduped or focus on 5s. Which champion is it? which unduped 6-star, Mr. Sandman? In the past, I've always said, focus on 5s, but I feel like the amount of tier 5 basic that we're able to get has increased. Is it even in this area, or is it in like the featured store? Maybe it's in the featured store. I feel like the amount of tier 5 basic has increased, so now you're able to... Maybe it's not here. Oh, store miscellaneous. Okay, alright, thank you. So this is just gonna be here permanently now, I guess. Wow, was this their way of finding a way to permanently make this crystal available? Guarantees at least a 1-star champion with a chance at a 2-star champion. Okay. I'm all in. Psych. Yeah, I mean, I do wish there was... I mean, like... Can't really say that they never had a way to get 1-stars. Like, I got these 1-stars without buying them, I guess. But to now not be able to get them again without spending the units... Ugh. That's a bit rough. Does Act 1 award them for Explore? I don't know. Let's go see. Act 1 gives you this nice little present. Wait, what is this? Hold on. Claim this for 3 chances at a 4-star Asgardian Cinematic or Defenders champion. Okay, I guess that's 3 PHCs of those, I guess. If they're saying chance at a 4-star. Man, look at the crazy rewards you get for 100% clearing Chapter 2 of Act 1. A Tier 1 basic ISO and a Tier 3 basic ISO. Sick. It's crazy, man. Oh my, they just keep going up and up. Wow, look at all this ISO. Wow. Wow. These rewards, man. When you're new to the game, you look at them and you're like, oh, cool. Some crystals from shards. Alright, you can get all this stuff. Cool, man. Then you look back on it and it's like, excuse me? That's the reward? Okay. Check out the drop rate, Speedy. It's funny, 20% for a 1-star, 80. Oh, is that the official? I thought someone was. I read that. I thought someone was joking, saying like, because you want the 1-star. Oof. Oof. Yowza. All right. I'm so happy I don't have to buy those because wow. I might just not do the content if I had to. It's like, oh, that's annoying, man. That would annoy me if I didn't have the 1-stars and I had to buy those to do the content. That would annoy me. I guarantee that's getting changed eventually. I hope so. Man. Crazy stuff. The monthly event quest rewards I feel are pretty nice. No, I mean the rewards are fine. They're appropriate. Like I mean I was laughing at what was in the Act 1 rewards there because it looks funny, but the reality is you get a bunch of units for completing the quests and stuff like that. The rewards are fine. It just looks kind of funny. Realm of Champions got that 555 0-star. Dang. 0-star. Got 3 Tier 5 basic and overflow. Want to rank 2 a 6-star. I got Fury, Cap Infinity, Domino, Cole, and Namor as unduped 6s. But also have them all as duped 565. What do I do? Maybe, oof. Do you use any of them in War or Alliance quests or anything like that? You could go with Namor since I think he has the highest prestige eventually. Or if not, then maybe look up their prestiges. Actually, I'm not sure who is the highest. Or just... I don't know, actually. Yeah, I don't know, man. Rank up whichever is your favorite, I guess, if you already have all of them. Or go with someone else. Go with a 6-star champion that you think is going to get buffed. Just rank up some garbage champion. You don't have a Hulkbuster, do you? Rank up Hulkbuster. He's getting buffed next. Just rank up some other crapo champ. Maybe they'll get buffed. Just at this point, just throwing away. Just throw away those Tier 5 basics. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it'll be useful. That's probably awful advice. PG, who do you think is the best Cosmic Champ? There is no best Cosmic Champ. It's best for the situation that you find yourself in. All these champions, they are merely tools. And you need to use the right tool for the job. It's up to us to figure out which tool is best. I use Hyperion most myself, just because that's kind of always who I had. I used to use Medusa more, but the game kind of changed in favor of Hyperion. I recently ranked up Corvus, but it was too little too late when it comes to Corvus. I feel like I missed my window of opportunity for solo content with that guy, at least. I don't need him for Alliance content, really. But of course, he's amazing. Captain Sparkles is amazing. Silver Surfer is... Silver Surfer. We'll have to see about that guy. Well, must be past my bedtime. I thought I heard BG say rank up 6-star Hulkbuster. Am I high again? Well, I can't answer that, just Terry Joe. I don't know if you are or not. But hey, Hulkbuster is getting buffed, man. Your tool, BG. Thank you, Swaggy Poster. I'm going to take that as a compliment. Hey, BG in chats. Got 5-star Hyperion. Should I rank 3 him? He is unduped. I mean, you can. Hyperion doesn't really need his Awaken ability. It's a nice to have Awaken ability. You'll certainly notice a difference between having him Awakened and not. But he can be played unawakened. I don't know who your other rank up options are if you were trying to decide between some champions or not, but like you're not going to be wasting resources by ranking up an unawakened Hyperion. I can tell you that much. Deus Ex sent over 2 more saying, read last please. Also, when is Coleslaw getting buffed? Coleslaw? What? Hold on. Does that have something to do with your last message? Let me see. The only time the lesser star is a lower percentage than the higher. Yeah. That's crazy, man. The gift is new. Yeah, for completing the solo content, yeah. Those they updated those rewards at some point. Ebony Coleslaw? That's oh man. Oh, we need to hear more about that still. So, I mean, they mentioned. What was I gonna say? They mentioned a while ago when they were talking about buffs and buffing Maw and stuff like that. They said they would have more info in December, and it's December. So I'm sure we'll get more info on that very soon. They're probably finalizing things. It's probably a pretty big undertaking compared to how they've handled champion balance in the past. So they're probably just taking the time to make sure they get things right, because they had a pretty bad reaction when they announced like Cole's damage was going to be getting toned down and stuff like that. So I'm excited to hear more about that, and we should have more info soon. But even what's it called? Even after they tell us more about it, I would imagine it would still take time for the update to go live, you know. Last I heard was about a week ago. Said had data needed to make it presentable, would take time. Ah, okay. Ooh. So we're gonna look at some data even. That's exciting. I hope they share that stuff. I hope they're. Either way, I'm excited for to hear more about the balance stuff. Excited to hear more about it. Wasn't Nihilus getting a beef too? Yeah, all beef patty for Nihilus. I have him as a 5-star and really enjoy how he plays. Yeah, they mentioned they like him where he's at defensively, but would like to give him a little boost offensively somehow. I'm still curious if all of these things still like hold true for these champions, because Annihilus, personally I don't think he needs a buff. Like I don't think he's that strong offensively. But he kind of already has his place in the game as far as I'm considered. As far as I'm concerned, he's a strong defender, and I guess if they had better intentions from offensively, sure, but I don't know if he really needs it. Sorry, I don't mean to be. I know you just told me like you want to see him get buffed, but like if they're buffing him, fine. But I just mean, like I'm kind of curious if anything has changed, because when they announced that for Annihilus, I feel like he was already a decent defender and everything, but we've seen him in some other content. He's just added as the Map 7 boss and some other fights in the game, and it feels like he ain't getting any easier. And then you have champions like Torch. When they originally announced Torch was going to get buffed, a lot of people in the community didn't really value Torch all that highly. But like right around that time, people started kind of coming around to Torch, and now people like him. Like I wonder if their data has changed. That's what I'm getting at. Like if they're basing some of these changes off of certain data, I wonder if it's changed at all. 100%ing variant 4 with the 20% will give an extra 420k gold, FYI. Oh, is that how much the extra gold is? Okay, hold on. Let me go take a look at it. I mean, you just told me, so I guess I don't really need to take a look at it, but still out of curiosity. Wow, so I just thought about something. What if you did this with a bunch of content? What if you waited? What if you waited to complete a bunch of content during a boost? Can you imagine someone doing that? Like the rewards here are good. You don't really want to wait. That'd be the most hardcore way to take advantage of the gold boost, is to like set up all of the variant difficulties, all of like the story quests, all that stuff. Wait until you're one path away from like knocking them out. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to take advantage, you'd probably have to do all paths but one for each of the chapters as well. You would forego the bonus on the completion, but still, you got to get something done while waiting for that boost. Or you could just play more arena. Either way, but yeah. Data or analysis shouldn't be based on popularity. I don't know. Sometimes I think it should. It shouldn't be exclusively based on popularity. I would agree with that, but sometimes basing it on popularity, I think is all right. As long as they don't go too crazy with the changes. But let's say, like, I don't know, if I put myself in the shoes of a developer and I make a character, let's use Torch as an example. I make Human Torch, and I'm like, dude, what's going on? Human Torch is a good champion. Why is nobody playing Human Torch? And then I thought about, like, after looking at all the data, of course, looking at all the data, right, thinking, man, people should be playing this character way more. He's good and doesn't need a buff, but what if we just threw an extra 5% attack his way? And it wouldn't really change the game all that much. But people would see that plus 5% attack and try him out again, and maybe that would kind of, revitalize the champ a little bit. I don't think there's any harm in that too much. Maybe, I mean, that was just an example too, so maybe that wouldn't be what I would do. But small things like that, I think are okay. Now, it gets bad in some cases where I remember when they first. I'm going to use a different game as an example here. When this is basically when I stopped playing World of Warcraft. They came out with an expansion and they had a Death Knight character, and I guess they wanted to make sure that people played the Death Knight character, and this character was just vastly overpowered, way stronger than the others. It was stupid. It was really dumb, and it just made the game bad. I think they intentionally boosted them to get people interested and get people playing them, and yeah, that sucked. Morning BG, when can we expect a Variant 4 stream? Sunday. We knew it Sunday. All right, let me get back to what am I doing, man? To really take advantage of this boost, I just need to be in the freaking arena. Like, that's the thing. I might be giving up some gold by not 100% clearing the variant difficulty while the boost is active, but there's other ways to take advantage of the boost. Getting the extra battle chips will also give me some extra gold and will also give me extra units. I'll do that. Less talking, more playing BG. I know. I definitely need to. I remember the DK. I was a blood DK, and it was the first time I was winning 1v1 and 2v1 in Arathi Basin. Freaking Death Knights, man. I was always a big arena player. That was my thing. Was the arenas, and it just like killed my enjoyment of arenas. That's all I would do in that game. Was for the most part, I'd level up and then play the arenas. And man, they were just so freaking OP. Literally about to 100%. Variant 3, start Variant 2 on 100%, and 100% Variant 4. Gonna have gold for days. Nice, man. Ebony Maw is Davy Jones before his tentacles dropped from Pirates of the Caribbean. I've never seen those, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. Well, I'm very new to the game. Welcome. Because I'm barely on Act 3, and I've had the game for maybe a month and a half. Well, welcome. Was there any other... Hold on, let me see something. Panda Boys. Okay, I see now. Wait, I'm pretty new. Why does he need 1 stars? Confused why does he need 1 star? Yeah, I think somebody else already cleared things up for you, but yeah, then there's the new quest that came out. You can only use 1 stars in it. If you have a popular champ, can look at why they're popular and use the data to make other characters popular and keep the game going. Yeah, that too. Absolutely. BG, what do you think of Variant 4? Well, I haven't done anything in there yet. So I'm gonna reserve my judgments until I until I jump in there myself. Which will be on Sunday. Sunday. BG, what rank champs do you need for Variant? Higher the better, of course, as always. For the variants, I would say, outside of Variant 4, Variant 4 is a little different, right? Because you use different star rating champions and stuff. But looking at the other 3 variants, I would say that content is balanced for having rank 4 5-star champions to rank 5, like somewhere in between. Like you probably already have at least a couple rank 5 5-stars, and an assortment of rank 4s. That's what I feel like that content's balanced around. Now you could always compensate for that by boosting up, or if you're just really good at the game, take the time to understand the fights, farm potions, all that stuff, and you can get it done with lower ranks, but that's to me what it feels like it's balanced around. Days X sending over 2 more saying was tired of looking at 8. Well, dude, thank you very much for the now 10. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. DKs were an interesting attempt by Blizzard to switch things up. All 3 specs could tank or DPS at the start, but yeah, they stayed OP in Arena that whole expansion. They were nerfed early in rating. Yeah, they just... I won't talk about it too much because I know there's a lot of people in here who have never even played that game. But they were so powerful that someone just as a joke made a macro where you just hit one button and it would pick your spell at random. It'd pick your ability to use at random. And they were able to get Gladiator with that. It would just randomly using their abilities, but it didn't matter because they were that strong that you didn't have to really know the best times to use your abilities and stuff like that. It just, they were that good. Meta's changed, so it's hard to buff a champ when they could be irrelevant in a year. It's true. It's changing all the time, but they also have control of that too. So they could, I mean, technically, well, it depends on how you look at it, I suppose, but I mean, they've mentioned it in the past how like certain content was designed to get people playing certain characters. So does that count as a buff to a character if you design more nodes for that champion to be powerful in? Like, I don't know. Not exactly, right? But not exactly a buff to the character, but dude, this shock dropping off faster on Fraggle Rock here was actually kind of annoying. But yeah, it's not a buff to the actual character, but if it sort of is. It sort of makes them stronger. Their place compared to other champions, they become more useful. How much longer on the stream? A good 50 minutes or so. My streams are usually about 2 hours long. Sometimes I go a little bit longer just because, I don't know. Get distracted, don't look at the clock. Well, it comes back around. Archangel was hit hard to the year-long blade nerf, but he's coming back, and lots of people are rank 5ing him of late. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Archangel, too, is, you know, because of how many immunities exist in this game, and more get added with each new champion, he should never be someone's first rank 5. Which is funny, because I remember making a video at one point saying, like, here's a list of champions I would take to rank 5, and Archangel was on that list. But that was before I realized, oh, they're going to add bleed immunity to all of these champions. He's one of the, I mean, I put him in the same category as someone like Gladiator Hulk, where I wouldn't recommend making Gladiator Hulk one of your first rank 5s, but eventually, when you get enough of them to cover most things, then yeah, I mean, it's great to have a champion like Gladiator Hulk or Archangel or, you know, a few others. Having them ranked up can really come in handy. What also helped Archangel is they revealed the nodes in Alliance War. It was really tough to put that guy in your team going into a war, not knowing if you could use him for a certain fight or not. Like, yeah, there's the calculators to see what's hidden on the node once you get there, but at that point you already had to pick your team. You already had to fill that slot with Archangel or perhaps someone else. So now seeing it ahead of time makes him a lot more playable. You're right, Gulk should never be your first rank 5. He should come out of the crystals as rank 5? Is that what you're saying? At rank 5? And he should be your first rank 2 6-star? Well, some people would say that, Swaggy Sposter. Some people would say that. Emmanuel, you gotta take it easy on the emoji spam, dude. Please take it easy on the emoji spam. I'm gonna answer your question, but in the future, I'd really like it and appreciate it if you didn't spam the emojis like that. All right. So you would say 4-star champs are still useful even outside arenas? Absolutely, yeah. The deeper you get into the game, the more their power level is going to drop off compared to the content you're going up against. And as you get into like Act 6, you can't even bring them into Act 6. But yeah, absolutely, 4 stars can still be useful in the variants, in monthly content, in Act 5. They're still useful. BG, what up? I'm back on Marvel now. Had to sit out a few months while in Japan, but I'm back now. Cool, dude. Welcome back. How was Japan? BG, I'm sad to say, but I'm calling it. Just use a ton more revives than I was expecting to, and I'm going to run out of units at this pace. I'm not going to spend. Big sad, but at least I gave it a go. Alright, Abdo. Bummer, dude. But yeah, at least you gave it a go, like you said. That's a bummer. You're not the first person to say that about 6.3, man. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. BG, you're capped on energy. Be more efficient. I'm trying, man. I'm going to go dump that energy pretty soon. I just wanted to run through all of my 550s and 440s real quick. Because right now I'm on a mission to collect a 4-star name or add a 4-star name to my roster. And I'm very far behind at this point. I'm at 0.8 million and he went for 2.8 last time, so whew. BG, what are you going to do on Christmas? Well, this year I'm traveling for Christmas. Spending time with family. And I will not be streaming for Christmas. If I still lived close to family and I didn't have to travel and stuff like that, I like streaming for the holidays still. It's kind of after everybody goes to sleep and everything. But this year it's going to be such a quick trip that, yeah, it's just not even worth packing up all of my stream stuff. So I'm going to leave that stuff at home. And yeah, not really do anything video-wise for Christmas. I haven't played for a long time. What's harder, Variant or Act 6? I've done a part clear of 6.1. I didn't find it all that enjoyable. That was about when I quit the game. Either more important than other. Well, variants. The variant difficulties, I guess it's pretty fitting for their name. They kind of vary in difficulty. Variant 1, Variant 1 is like pretty much on par with 6.1. I'd have to play them fresh again to see which one's more difficult. But variant one is up there. It's quite difficult. Variant. I've only played the first three. I haven't played the fourth one. But variant 3 I would say is easier. Variant 2. Actually, here's the thing. Here's the biggest thing about the variants. They're very rewarding. So they are difficult, and you might find them to be, about as difficult as parts of Act 6. But they also feel very rewarding. They give you a ton of rank up materials. It's really crazy to think about like comparing the two, because I do find the variants easier than 6.2 and 6.3. That's for sure. But even some of the variants I would say easier than 6.1 probably. Variants 2 and variants 3 I would say are easier than Act 6.1, but maybe not by a ton. But the thing is, like I said, they're so rewarding, man. Let's go take a look at like 6.1 and 6.2, the rewards there. Actually, we gotta do it this way, right? 6.1. You get some rewards here. So 2 to 3. You get 9K tier 5 basic. A 3 to 4. A full tier 5 basic. Shards and all that. I mean, I guess the big thing here is the 25% tier 5 class catalyst. But I mean, other than that, there's some rewards. But then I don't know, you look at the variants, and outside of variant 1, they feel shorter than 6.1. Wait, hold on. How long was... How many quests were in variant... Alright, so wait, variant 1... 3 for each chapter, right? Variant 2, was it the same? It was the same. Okay, so variant 2 I guess was also long, but didn't feel quite as long. And then variant 3, nowhere near as long. And the rewards, they never changed them. You get this big bad 4 to 5 rank up gem. 5-star awakening gem. Still additional tier 5 basic on top of the 2 that come inside this rank up gem. You get a 3 to 4 2016. The 2 to 3, and that's for each of these chapters. Like, man, those 2015, 2016 rank up gems are so good. There's so many materials inside of those gems. It just feels so much more rewarding for your effort. BG check Twitter for me and Hinach. Okay, I'll check it out. DaySX sending over another 5. Dude, thank you so much for the now 15. Saying last 2. Alright, hang on. Alright, last 2. Actually, depending on your roster, all the variants are... Wait, hold on. Variant 1 is worse than Act 6, technically. And depending on your roster, all the variants are. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, I see what you're getting at. Like the what's it called? It does depend on your roster when it comes to like which variant to focus on first and stuff like that. But it'd be hard to imagine not being able to do like 1 or 2 of the variants or something like that, depending on your roster, while still having an easier time in Act 6. Like, I would have to think that it'd probably be an easier time for almost everybody to do some of the easier variants first. But, I mean, you know, you're right. It does depend on your champions. Got to have XL champions, sort of, for variant 2. You can get away with heavy spam with other champs. But, yeah, you got to have strong tech champions for variant 3. And you got to have 1-star Hulk, apparently, for variant 4. So, yeah. Yesterday I would have 2015'd Karnak, but today I duped Punisher. What do? Dude, it took you forever to get that Punisher, and now you have him awakened? Nice. What do indeed, man? I don't know. Tough call. Dupe saying Punisher, way cooler champ. Yeah, I don't know. Tough call. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I like I mean, I think ranking a Punisher would be cool, but I do like that royal family. Wow. Reasons for nerfing and the data, and there's Cole. This is good. Did you get this? Is this data mined from the Kabam forum post that they're working on? Is that what this is? Oh, man. And Roboto, rank 5, number 8. Took him up to have fun and unique rank up. This boy going to put in work against 6.2 champion. Dude, got Hood at rank 5. Awesome, man. Sweet. Yeah, man. Should be pretty good. I don't know how yours is unawakened. Does his awakened ability matter for that fight? What does his awakened ability do again? Hold on. I vaguely remember what it is. I need to see exactly what it is. Let me go to my rank 5 Hood. 4-star. Some help from Dormammu. The Hood learns to better harness his demonic equipment. While his invisibility is on cooldown, the Hood becomes stun immune, and basic attacks have a 50% chance to steal 10% of the opponent's power. Okay. Okay, got it. So yeah, does not need to be awakened, it seems. Cool. Cool, cool. I respect you in your streams, so I changed my name from Kabam Mike. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Welcome, Fame Freak. The way I just welcomed you also sound like I'm welcoming you to a cult, which this absolutely is a cult. You can find your Kool-Aid directly to your left. Try the new variant. I'm going to try it, but I'm going to wait till Sunday to hop in there. A few more champions in this arena, then I should really dump my energy. Also gains a tiny bit of health from staggers. Yeah, that is nice. In most fights, you're not gonna. Most fights, it's not that noticeable, but that's a long enough fight that that will be nice. So let's play to rank 5. Your thoughts on him as a character? My thoughts on him as a character, I am not that interested in Stealth Spidey. This Kool-Aid doesn't taste good. I want rank down tickets. Wow. Rank down tickets for the Kool-Aid, huh? Yeah, Stealth Spidey, I don't know. He's just not... He's not my style, I guess. That's the first strike for Stealth Spidey. Just his style overall, like his animations, he's got double hit mediums. Both of his mediums are double hits. Ugh, I hate that, man. I really hate that. There's something about... Even though, like, I mash the screen, you know? I'm not the person that, like, counts out their attacks. I'm the guy that's, like, tap, 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 tap. Even though I'm doing that, it still feels like... it's one tap for the attack, kind of. Instead of if I dash in, like I did one action and two things are happening, and I don't know, something about it just does not feel right. And I can't get over it. And I will not get over it, alright? I will not even try. But yeah, doesn't feel great. So that's like strike one for Stealth Spidey. Not my style, because of the way he feels. The second thing about him is that he's such a fragile champion. He can't really take too much for damage. And even if you're really good at not getting hit in this game, there's other external factors that you take damage from a lot of other sources. Oh, that's a lot of bleeds. You take damage from other sources, you know, like a Bane node or something like that. Slip up for a little bit, don't get your attack in. Suddenly now you're taking some damage. I guess I also don't like to intercept that much. I rather like block and bait out heavy attacks for openings at times, and his stats don't lend well for that. So yeah, my thoughts on him overall, I'm not really a big fan of him. But it's not really about me. This is your rank up in question, and if you happen to like him, then hey, knock yourself out. I don't see a ton of people use them in high-level content. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody really use them in like solo content. I'm sure some people do, but nobody ever talks about it, at least. And in Alliance War, I have seen him used on occasion, but mixed results. Wildcard Productions sent it over to. Thanks, man. Saying, read last, please. All right, you got it. Hang on. Last one is BG. I have Thing and Infinity War Cap. Can Awaken, rank 5 and Sig 200, one of them. I'm Cavalier, and that's all I've done in Act 6. Who would be more helpful / useful? And only completed variant 3 so far. I would... Thinking about the variants, Thing does really well in variant 2, and because of that, I want to say go with Thing. He technically doesn't need to be awakened to be used there offensively, though. But I mean, his awaken ability is pretty useful in a bunch of situations, so it's not like it's going to waste. Plus, he has higher prestige. I would personally go with Thing between the two of them. I do think they're both good champions, and I guess now I have both of them ranked up as well. But yeah, I got a soft spot for that big old rock hard Thing. So yeah, I'd recommend Thing. But, you know, it's up to you. I don't think you can necessarily go wrong between the two champions. If you felt like going with Beardo, nothing wrong with that. They're both going to be useful. BG, you can read last. I don't have money to donate at the moment. Tom, where's your last? Hey BG, rank 5 Sig 200 Domino or Sig 100 Hype? Haven't done Variant or Act 6. I think it's largely going to be personal preference there too. Both good champs. I strongly prefer Hyperion over Domino myself. So because of that, I kind of have to recommend Hyperion. But they're both good. People love and use both of those champions all the time. Event quest. Just forgetting where I was going for a second there. Hyperion, you know, the poison immunity is super helpful. He can handle buffed up where you need multiple buffs, caustic temper. He can counter healing with the Despair Mastery and using special ones. He has armor break and stun on the special too, which sometimes you need. He is safer when it comes to intercepting, because you don't need to do it as frequently because of your natural power gain, and you're able to use more specials to push the enemy to their specials. Then you could evade their specials for your openings, and as you get to that point, you could intercept with your specials. So that makes him safer for some of these more difficult fights as well. And yeah, man, hype is just so good. But like I said, people do use both. Was it this one? I'm trying to think. There was some team that I used. Maybe it was the other. Whoops. Whoops. Still looking at the wrong champion. Okay, here we go. I think I like to use some team. Actually, none of this stuff matters, right? Screw it. Let me stop messing with these synergies that are gonna do absolutely nothing for me. I'm just gonna be auto fighting with Gamora here. We'll do hype as he is your twin. That's true too. I'm also a big fan of hype because we look alike. Same physique and all. Lag sold 6.2 final boss with Self. That's true. He did do that. You wouldn't catch me doing that though. Same, like I know Domino's good, but I hate playing her because she feels clunky. That double medium just throws off my timing. Yep. It really messes with me. It makes things unenjoyable. Like even if it doesn't mess me up in a fight, I enjoy playing the champion less because of the double medium. And it's different for every champion, you know. Sometimes it's more noticeable for some champions than it is with others. I think Drax doesn't mess with me as much. And he's like the original double medium, right? I mean, was there another double medium before him? I don't even know. But he doesn't bother me as much. I also don't really use him for anything outside of the arena, so maybe I've just never really cared about Drax enough for it to bother me. Who's better, MODOK or Dr. Octopus? They're very different champions. I would say Doc Ock sees more play than MODOK. Well, is that right even? I would say MODOK is the better defender. And in most fights, I would also take MODOK. But in certain situations, Doc Ock is a beast. And in some very it's very niche areas of the game, Doc Ock is like the best champ. And you don't really see MODOK or Doc Ock used offensively outside of those unique situations. MODOK has a couple of them himself with his level 1 reversing healing, but yeah, to put it simply, if you're looking for a defender, MODOK. If you're looking for someone to rank up offensively that has a little bit more power control, kind of, than Doc Ock. I don't know. The other thing about that is these situations, they're pretty deep into the game. Yeah, so let me back up. I don't want to give an easy answer to this because it depends on where you're at in the game. If you're not very far in the game, And by that, I would say not uncollected yet. If you're not uncollected yet, then I think MODOK is the champion that you should rank up and use. You're not really going to find yourself needing that special utility that Doc Ock has. And overall, the stats and the safety that come with MODOK's auto block and all that stuff, it's just better. MODOK is just better for the average situation. So, if you are uncollected, then I would probably recommend ranking up Doc Ock over MODOK just for the times where you need Doc Ock's special utility. BG, will you explore new variant on weekends? I will. Yep, starting this Sunday. How am I doing in this event? I gotta step it up, I think. Oh, 239? Okay. I'm looking for 300k, guys. That is the minimum for the Alliance. I love to stun heavy with MODOK and incinerate the enemy. Me too. It's really satisfying. I enjoy it. Usually got 5-star Cole. Thoughts on him? He is unawakened, and how far should I rank him? Probably not too far. But here's what I would recommend doing really is wait for more information from Kabam, because Cole is one of those champions that they talked about updating, and for his update, it's probably not going to be in a good way. They're talking about lowering his damage. But we'll see. I don't know if they're going to take my suggestion at all to maybe increase his survivability, which would make him a better champion. Or if they are just going to tone down his damage and just call it a day there. Hey BG, Poindexter has been trying to get your attention for a while. My bad, Poindexter. Hey, can you help me out? Pulled 4-star Warlock. Should I upgrade him? Also, what 5-star champions? And also, what rank should I bring into Act 5? That's what he asked? Okay. Let me see here. Poindexter. So, pulled 4-star Warlock. Should you upgrade him? Also, 5-star champion. Oh, I'm sorry. What am I even reading right now? Also, what star champions? And also, rank should I bring into Act 5? Well, your highest, basically. Act 5, the first chapter, it feels like it's balanced around having rank 5 4-star champions, roughly. Even rank 4 are acceptable. Anywhere from like rank 4 4-stars to rank 5 to rank 3 and 4 5-star champions. That's kind of what the content was balanced around. Mostly around the 550s, I would say. So if you have champions around that rank, give it a try. But the higher the better, always. And as for 4-star Warlock, and should you upgrade him, Warlock is a beast of a champion. He's one of the best in the entire game. So I would recommend ranking up Warlock. Yeah. Yeah. Warlock, he can cover a lot of the what I would consider essential utility in this game. You know, there's all kinds of utility. You could even say right now Gamora has some utility in the fact that she is a hashtag Guardians of the Galaxy champion here. That's what I'm using her for, because if she's a Guardian of the Galaxy. Okay, maybe that's stretching the utility thing a bit more than than I should. But what I mean by with Warlock and like the essential utility is that he's immune to poison, he's immune to bleed. Those are the two most important immunities to have because they're the most commonly interacted damage types. The deeper you get in the game, you start to see some other damage types mattering, like Incinerate and Shock and stuff like that, and you know. But he's got the poison and bleed covered, and I think cold too. I don't know, but poison and bleed at least. And he also has ways to block healing. And healing, I mean, that's one of the more annoying things to deal with. Yeah, that's one of the more commonly seen things from other champions and nodes and stuff like that too. So he can cover a lot of ground in this game because of those two things. Not to mention, he's one of the coolest looking visually. It's awesome. Up to quest 6 of chapter 5.1, and the sheer amount of enemies is really intimidating, and I'm unsure I can clear it. Any tips? I have some pretty good champs, but I don't have any units for revives. My advice is to go farm some units for revives. That quest does get pretty difficult. I would say 5.1. You know, of course, it's a step up from Act 4 and stuff like that, but you really start to feel it on that final quest. It's one of the most difficult nodes to play around in the entire game, I would say. Which is Brute Force, I think that's the name of it. Where if you don't touch the enemy in like 6 seconds, you start to take damage, and it can be really tough to play around that. And you know, each individual fight, it may not be super difficult to get through, but getting through with a high amount of health to carry on to the next fight and stuff like that, that's what's difficult. So yeah. My advice is, you know, take your time with it. Go in when you're ready. Farm units for revives, but maybe also don't blow all of those farm units on revives. Like, while you're farming units to get through content, sorry, someone just sent me a message. Also, use that time to kind of continue developing your roster, you know, make some other rank ups as you're farming. BG was wondering why you didn't pick up the 6-star Cyber Monday / Black Friday deal. You prefer to play the long game, and I thought that deal was better for the long game. It is. It is better for the long game. I talked about it in the video itself, but I know it's kind of a longer video. Maybe I wasn't super clear with what I was saying. But basically, I picked the more fun of the two rank up packages. That's what it comes down to. The 6-star Sig Stones are really valuable. I don't expect to be getting too many more 6-star Sig Stones outside of packages like that. And I kind of gave that up because I want to rank up Venom the Duck. I want to play with Venom the Duck. Is what it comes down to. And I'm not even going to use the rank up gem that I got to rank up Venom the Duck. I'm going to do it with the tier 5 basic catalyst, but like having that rank up gem in my back pocket is what is giving me the confidence to rank up Venom the Duck and say, you know, it's okay. I have this other way of ranking up another champion if the need arises. And like having the extra tier 2 alpha within that rank up gem compared to just the tier 5 basic of the other offer. Allows me to do that. So yeah, I do like to play the long game, and maybe at some point I'll regret that decision. But I wanted to go with fun this time. Do Waning Moon, please. Is that the variant for? Is that what it's called? I'll be doing that on Sunday. Could you have done a load of prestige rank ups? I think we all deserve Venom the Duck rank up. I agree, Tom. Here's the thing about prestige, though. The prestige train, it never stops going. It's chugging along, man, and you're either on it or you're not. And right now, I'm not on it. And I need to be on it at all times. Or else, yeah, you fall behind. But it's okay. Alright. Want to get the rest of the milestones in this arena. So yeah, I'll get kind of slacked this round. I really wanted to get Massacre. And I hope that I can put up enough points to get Namor. I wanted to get both of them, but man, I was just kind of tired from the whole Legends run thing and all that, so I'm just gonna have to settle for getting all the milestones from the 2 4-star arenas. Maybe I'll get to run my 6 stars another time. Maybe I won't. I don't know. And then some of the early milestones in the 2 and 3. Hang on, sorry guys. Just had to send out a message real quick. Hit 10.7 today, and I still feel that train moving. That's because it is moving. Yeah, man. There are periods of time where you can take a breather when it comes to prestige, without a doubt. But right now is not one of those times. Like, if prestige is something that you're after, right now is not one of those times. New champions are coming out that, you know, shattering the old prestige. No, that's a horrible way of saying it. Prestige records. That's what I was about to say, but you know what I mean. They're higher prestige than we've ever seen before, as 5 stars by a lot. And people are closing in on their first rank 3 6 stars. There's some offers for 6 stones for the 6 stars, all that stuff. What's the top prestige in 4 Loki? I don't know. We have some guys with pretty high prestige. If you look through the Alliance tab, actually. Like, I don't know what any of their prestiges are. I mean, I could look it up if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, if you just look through some of the profiles, you can get an idea. Like, some people have 6-star Awakened Doom in their profile. This one not quite max sig, but eventually Taters will get that max sig. There's a couple of other really high prestige champs up there as well. Oh, here's a high one. That's 6-star Namor. Sig 173, looking quite nice. Couple of the Doom dudes. 158. So, yeah, I don't know what their prestige are, because I'm not even sure what 6-star Doom's prestige is at. I'm not sure who's top. I have Surfer and Doom 565, Sig 200. I can't really do much with Awakening a 6-star. Dude, you got both of them SIG 200? Man, I think you told me that before and I forgot. That's so crazy, dude. Both those guys SIG 200. Oh, the prestige. Um, alright. Yeah, man. I mean, of course I think about it. I think about going for some of these other champions like Surfer. But I would say of all of the new champions to come to the game recently, I care the least about Silver Surfer. I feel like I missed an opportunity with Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic, he's the type of champion that I like. And he didn't go for that high in the arena. Like, I could have got Mr. Fantastic, but... I don't know. Planning for Legends Run... which, I mean, I wasn't, like, necessarily taking the time to... Well, like, round 2, I kind of was starting to plan out the route and everything, but... during round 1, I just wanted to get as many units as possible, and I knew I can get more units if I spread out my rounds of the arena to go for the milestones, right? Instead of just focusing on one and maybe getting the champion, maybe not. But yeah, out of all the new champions, I would have loved to get him. Doom's super cool too. Like, oh man, I would love to have Doom too, and he would actually probably be more useful, just because the style. Actually, can I even say that? I think both of them are pretty useful. I think I'd use both. But yeah, Surfer, I don't know if I would. I gotta test him out, but he didn't seem to be that good. I hope I didn't spam too much again. I stopped using emoticons, bro. I don't know if you saw my last few, thanks. I mean, yeah, as long as you just don't use just don't spam the emojis, that's good. Hold on, where's your last one? Any tips for people who are on the road to Cavalier status? Thanks. Road to Cavalier, so you're uncollected. Have you completed Act 5 yet? I guess here's the only real tip that comes to mind. This kind of goes for most content, what I'm about to say. Try it out. Like push through, or feel it out, I should say. Maybe push through is not the right way of saying it, because push through sounds like push through at all costs. Use as many items as you need, kind of thing. But do like, you know, let's say you just hit uncollected. Let's say that's where you're at. You just hit uncollected. What should you do next? I would recommend going through each quest a single path until it gets too hard. Until it feels like it's taking too many items to continue on. Even if you have the units to spend, it might not be worth spending them, you know? Because it's not going to get any easier the further you push. So try it though, and if it is too difficult, then back out and then just go and 100% the earlier quest that you kind of, you know, just punched your way through and did a single clear of. So in this case, if let's say you just were uncollected and you're going through each of the chapters trying to just do a single path to see if you can even get Cavalier, and you realize, nope, it's too difficult, well then just start 100%ing Act 5 as best you can to get the rewards that way. And as you're going through that, you know, you're ranking up champions with those rewards. You're bettering your skills at the game, and by the time you know, have gone through that stuff, maybe then you'll be ready to take Cavalier. And if you're not ready yet, then just give it more time, you know? You're not gonna, it's nice getting the Cavalier title, it's nice, you get some nice bonuses for it, but at the same time, it's okay to not be Cavalier, you know? Patience. You'll get there eventually. Just rank up some additional champs and all that. What's up, BG? It's been a while. Aces to Pug. What's up, man? It has been a little while. Hope all is well in your world. You know, speaking of uncollected and Cavalier and stuff, let's go spin out some of those uncollected arena crystals. Crap, hang on. Okay. Sorry. Come on, units. Give me that 275, man. Or 225, sorry. 275. Am I hacking the game? Don't do a Zol trick. I missed the 1 stars from my daily crystal. Yeah, dude. Don't upgrade your title. So not much difference between Cav and uncollected stats. I don't know. There's a difference. It's definitely nice. Like I said, it's definitely nice. It's a nice upgrade with the Cavalier title, but still, if you have to use thousands and thousands of units to get there, it's not going to be worth it. Alright, just gold. A little bit of that bonus, though. Alright, guys. I'm actually going to call it here for the night. A couple minutes early. Not really too much early. A couple minutes early, but a friend needs me, so I must go. Deus Ex, thank you so much for the 15. I really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone else. There was a bunch of other super chats, so thank you as always, guys. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.